Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ella. If you're not, welcome back and welcome to a brand new video. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're gonna be doing a high school advice video. I feel like since I'm a senior, I can finally do this video. I always loved watching these videos when I was younger, like going into high school or even like through high school. I don't know, I feel like they're really fun and helpful and honestly just like kind of entertaining. Like it gives you an idea of what high school is kind of like. So I put a little question sticker on my Instagram story and I asked for questions about high school or just like topics I should talk about. So I'm gonna be going off of those and hopefully giving you some good advice. So someone said, is playing sports worth it? I would say if you like sports, it's totally worth it. It's a great way to meet people. Otherwise, clubs are another great way to meet people. Sports aren't for everyone. Sports definitely aren't my thing. But there's all kinds of clubs that relate to your interests and I totally think you should join those. So yes, they're worth it if you like sports, definitely not if you don't, but I would recommend joining something. Somebody else said high school is tough, be ready. I agree with that. It's a lot harder than middle school is, and especially I feel like at my school they like babied the freshmen. We have something called Freshman Academy where like your classes work together when you're a freshman, but then by the time you get to sophomore year, it's like you have so much work and you don't know what to do. And someone else said freshman year matters, work hard. That's definitely true. Freshman year matters a lot. It is probably like the easiest academically in my opinion, but the grades do matter. A lot of times people will like, I don't know, do really bad freshman year because they think it doesn't matter and they kind of treat it like middle school, and then they spend the next 3 years trying to undo what they've done. Definitely try hard freshman year. If you do good then, it's gonna make it easier to just keep that going for the rest of the high school. Somebody said don't be afraid to overdress, wear what makes you feel good, and I really agree with that. I feel like some people like to wear sweatpants, pajamas, stuff like that, and that's totally fine. If that's what you want to wear, then wear that. And I feel like if you want to dress up, you should dress up, because if it makes you feel good, then why not? And even if people kind of like judge you for it, like who really cares? It's 4 years. After that, you're not gonna see any of these people unless you want to. So I would say wear whatever you want, dress however it makes you feel confident, and yeah. Someone asked how to make more friends. So kind of like I was saying before, join clubs, join sports if that's your thing. I am in DECA. I am the president this year. Last year I was the secretary, and before that I was just a general member for the first 2 years. But I think it was a great way to meet people. It kind of forces you to get involved and talk to people and make some friendships. So I would say just get involved. If you're not gonna get involved, I would say just in class, especially if you're like a freshman and you're new to your school, try to talk to people, because if you just sit there and don't talk, they're not really gonna talk to you, and they might be in the same situation as you where they don't really know anyone, so they'll probably appreciate you talking to them. But if you just go up to someone, make friends in class, maybe someone who you meet early in the day will end up asking you to sit with them at lunch, and that's how you meet your friend group. Stuff like that. Just find little ways to talk to people, compliment them, be nice. Somebody said join clubs. The best way to meet people is join clubs and work with other people. I agree with that. Like I was saying with DECA, it's been a great way to meet people. It's also been a great way to like prepare for college. I want to major in business, so there's a lot of business skills I learned at DECA. So I think it's really important to join clubs that you're passionate about, and it is great to meet friends who are passionate about the same thing, who you can kind of network with and meet other people, and it's just great. I totally agree with that. Somebody said focus on grades / job / friends, not significant others. I agree with that. I feel like if a significant other like comes along and it ends up working out, that's great, but don't go looking for it. I feel like a lot of people do that, like especially their freshman year when they're first coming in. They just focus on trying to find a boyfriend or whatever, and it's really not worth it. If someone comes along, and maybe they will, then if you think you can balance it, that's perfect, but don't make it like your main priority if you don't have a relationship. Someone said talk about bullying. I feel like my school doesn't really have too much bullying. I think cyberbullying is probably more of a thing, so obviously tell someone if it's really bullying. If someone's being mean to you, try to ignore them, like if it's not actually bullying and harmful. If they're just being kind of mean and rude, I mean, you're going to school with a bunch of teenagers, just try to ignore them. Again, just remember that high school is 4 years. After that, you don't have to see these people. So yeah, don't take anything too deep. Someone said planning tips. So I have a little planner where I just put my school stuff. I write like a to-do list and assignments and due dates, stuff like that. I would really recommend that because it's just really easy to open it up and like see what you have. If you don't have your planner on you and you're like in class or something, I use my notes a lot to just write down little things like that I have to do. If like the teacher mentions, oh, tomorrow bring this, I'll just type it down in my notes and I'll remember to do it. Also, Google Calendar is my best friend. I love having it like pop up on the little widget on my phone because sometimes, like, I don't know, I don't open my planner like every single day, to be honest, so it's just easier that way to have it pop up on my phone. I'll always remember it. So those are my planning tips. I could make a whole video on that, so comment down below if that's something you'd like to see. Somebody said put yourself first and balance the rest. I totally agree with that. I wish I took that advice like my sophomore year, my junior year a little bit too. Sometimes it's easy to like put your grades above like your mental health. Just remember that your mental health and your well-being comes before anything. Like, yes, grades matter, but not to the point where your life is gonna be completely changed if you don't get all A's. Algebra 2 was like the hardest class ever for me. I had that my sophomore year and it literally made me like depressed. I got a C in that class and that's low for the grades I usually get, but like it's not changing the course of my life. I'm still going to the college I wanted to go to, so just remember that. Somebody said take it seriously but also have fun. That goes along with that. Take it seriously but also hang out with your friends, go do fun stuff, balance the work with the fun. Obviously make sure you're getting your work done, but like I was saying, just remember school is not the most important thing in the world. And then somebody said body image comparison, body image / comparison. So I feel like, especially with social media, that can be a really big issue in high school. If someone you're following on Instagram like makes you feel bad about yourself, you should just unfollow them. I know Snapchat has a feature where you can mute their story without unadding them, and that can be nice if it's like someone actually like from your school or something who makes you like, I don't know, kind of self-conscious. It can be nice to just mute their stories, not be able to see that, but still like have them on Snapchat and they don't necessarily know that you muted their stories. But with Instagram, I feel like a lot of celebrities can make people feel that way, so just unfollow anyone who doesn't make you feel good. I just did a podcast episode on positive inspiration. You should definitely go listen to that. I'll link it down below. But I talk a lot about that kind of topic and how to consume good things to have good energy and have a good mindset. So yeah, that's kind of all the stuff I got from Instagram. I hope this was some good advice. I hope this helps you, inspires you. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can see every time I post. There's gonna be a ton of really fun back to school content coming, so if you're interested in stuff like that, it's gonna be vlogs. Obviously like my first day of school because I'm gonna be a senior. Also, I'm in the process of moving, so there's a lot going on. Just subscribe if you want to see that stuff, and also go follow my Instagram. It's at Ella Redding with 2 G's. It'll also be linked in the description, and that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week.